Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
This chapter is entitled The Meeting of Nanda Maharaj and Vasudeva. Denunam niyute pradat, Denunam niyute pradat, Denunam niyute pradat,
Denunam niyute pradat,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Tiladrin Saptatratnoga,
Tiladrin Saptatratnoga,
Tiladrin Saptatratnoga,
Tiladrin Saptatratnoga,
Shatta Kombam Baravritan. I'll listen. It's a bit difficult. Denunam niyute pradat,
Denunam niyute pradat,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Aladin Sapta Ratnoga,
Aladin Saptatratnoga,
Shatta Kombam Baravritan, Shatta Kombam Paravritam, Denunam niyute pradat,
Denunam niyute pradat,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Tiladrin Saptan Ratnoga,
Tiladrin Saptatratnoga,
Shatkombam Baravaritam,
Shatkombam Baravaritam,
Denunam niyuta pradat,
Denunam niyute pradat,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Viprebhya Samalankrite,
Tiladrin Saptaratnoga,
Tiladrin Saptatratnoga,
Shatakombam Baravritam,
Shatkombam Baravaritam,
Denunam
Denunam
of milk giving cows,
of milk-giving cows,
Niyute 2 million,
2 million,
Pradat
Pradat,
giving charity,
giving charity,
Viprebhya
Viprebhya
unto the Brahmins,
unto the Brahmins,
Samalankrite
Samalankrite,
completely decorated,
completely decorated,
Sila Adrin
Siva,
hills of grain,
hills of grains,
Sapta
Sapta,
7,
7,
Ratna Oga Satkomba, sorry, Ratna Oga
Radha-Govinda,
Shatakomba
Shatakomba,
Ambara
Ambara,
Avritan
Avitam,
covered with jewels and cloth,
covered with jewels and gold,
embroidered with gold.
embroidered with gold.
The body is purified.
The body is purified.
And by being cleansed,
And by being cleansed,
unclean things are purified.
unclean things are purified.
By purificatory ceremonies,
By purificatory ceremonies,
birth is purified.
birth is purified.
By austerity,
By austerity,
the senses are purified.
senses are purified.
And by worship and charity,
By worship and charity,
offered to the Brahmins,
offered to the Brahmins,
material possessions are purified.
material possessions are purified.
By satisfaction,
By satisfaction,
the mind is purified.
the mind is purified.
And by self-realization,
By self-realization,
or Krishna consciousness, the soul is purified.
the soul is purified.
Support by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. These are Shastric injunctions concerning how one can purify everything according to Vedic civilization. Unless purified, anything we use will infect us with contamination. In India, 5,000 years ago, even in the villages such as that of Nanda Maharaj, people knew how to purify things, and thus they enjoyed even material life without contamination. Om Gyanti Mirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Staptam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadasi Svavadantam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Savijatam Sahajana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajiva Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahajana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabando Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Panchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O King, by the passing of time, land and other material possessions are purified. By bathing, the body is purified. And by being cleansed, unclean things are purified. By purificatory ceremonies, birth is purified. By austerity, the senses are purified. And by worship and charity offered to the Brahmins, material possessions are purified. By satisfaction, the mind is purified. And by self-realization or Krishna consciousness, the soul is purified. Pestilence, famine, arguing, even the television programs are full of arguments. But these soap operas, sometimes I just have a glimpse of these, they're always arguing. Why is that? Painalpa yasashubhya kalabhasmin yugegana mandasumanda matya mandabhagya pajta Painalpa yasa Kalav asmin yugegana. Kalav means it's the age of Kali. The age of quarrel and hypocrisy. So how is it possible to live peacefully in this world? Here Nanda Maharaj is giving an example. When Krishna appears in this world, he appears with he doesn't appear alone, he appears with his entourage. He brings his whole spiritual entourage from the material world, from the spiritual world to the material world, in order that we can be attracted to the pastimes they perform while they're here. And so this is one particular pastime which we can learn how to purify ourselves. And first thing it says that the sacrifice purified. What does sacrifice mean? Maharaj Yuri said that this body is meant for others. Well, if we think we own it and we don't use it in Krishna service, then we're actually debtors to so many people. If we want to actually earn some wages, then the employer takes ownership of the body for some time. When we go home, the wife and kids take ownership of the body for some time. When we go to the shop, the merchant takes ownership of the body. We're never in control of the body. So Maharaj Yuri said after the Path of Kurukshetra, this body is meant for others. So this is a sacrifice. We're sacrificing it every day for others. But in Latin, the word sacrifice means to make sacred. That means to purify, doesn't it? To make it spiritual, to make sacred, to use everything, to purify the body of its material contamination, to make sacred. So all our sacrifices should be aimed at making the body and the mind purified from material contamination. And this process has been shown by